Welcome to ALBUK TV with me, Anna Kola. Today we have a special interview with a super talented young lady. Her name is Nessa. Born in the UK to Kosovan Albanian parents, she will also be performing her song Everything at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So all I can say is welcome, Nessa. Can't wait to find out more about you. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's glorious and sunny here in London, so I'm very happy.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Of course, you're very welcome to have you on the studio and, of course, just talk about you and what you're doing with your music and so on. So let's get into it. Tell us a little bit more about you.
So my real name is Nessa Barisha.
Okay.
Stage name is Nessa. I'm 21.
She's a baby.
Yeah, don't feel like one. I'm 21, living in Kilburn, northwest London, with both parents and 2 sisters. That sounds so boring.
It's not boring at all. You sound like a normal young lady who's very talented, as mentioned earlier. So let's get into it. How did you find out that, first of all, you could sing?
I think that's quite a tricky question because it sounds really big-headed, but I think I could. It was always quite natural to me, I think. Well, my mum was the one that first discovered that I could sing, for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she would want me to say that, so.
Shout out to mum.
Shout out, mum. But yeah, I think it was always something that came kind of naturally to me. I started off doing musical theatre, as a kid.
Yeah.
More kind of like a hobby thing, you know, it was more for fun. But as I got older, I knew that music was definitely something that I wanted to pursue long term.
And you're actually good at singing, so it makes
sense.
I
hope so. I mean, I don't want to be biased.
No, guys, she really is. I've seen her stuff and I literally got goosebumps when I heard her sing, and you'll obviously see at the end of the show. So it obviously came very naturally. You knew you could sing and you thought, right, I'm going to pursue the career and see where it goes. Okay, so when you told your parents that, look, this is a career I'm going to head into, you guys know I can sing, what was their reaction?
Oh, my parents have always been 100% behind me. They've always supported what I wanted to do. Just creative-wise as well, they've always known that I was more of like the crazy one, you know, the one that wanted to pursue the music. But they're amazing, man. Honestly, they've literally been behind me 24/7.
Oh, that's really nice.
So it's it is. It's always easier when they know that's what you want to do.
Support your family, definitely. And obviously they're Kosovan, so what do you speak at home? Is it English,
Kosovan?
Albanian,
oh God, my
mix?
mum's, no, don't speak English in the house. I think with my dad it's a bit more kind of like we speak English every now and then.
Okay.
We mix it up, but with my mum, even over text,
really?
It's Kosovan, yeah, for sure. She's like, no, don't speak English in the house. Look at me, don't speak English in the house.
Well done, Mum. I like that. That's really good, because obviously you were born here in the UK and you need to keep that kind of a tradition.
Yeah, she wants to keep the culture and the tradition, for sure. And I think it's important, you know, yes, I live in London, but it's important to know that that's where I come from.
No,
you know,
definitely.
They're my roots.
No, I like that. So should we start the interview in ship?
Oh my God, okay, don't go that far.
Okay, no, so I'm really joking.
Give me a bit of practice beforehand.
Fair enough. Tell me a little bit about Brit School, because that's a big part of kind of, you know, helping you with your music career.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I went to the Brit School for 4 years. I went in year 10 and I finished year 10, 11, 12, year 14. Okay. No, year 13, sorry. So I did 4 years there. I studied musical theatre. So I studied musical theatre for a while until I actually got out of Brit. It was very bittersweet for me. I enjoyed it a lot. I loved it. But I think the more I did musical theatre, the more I saw actually, no, music is definitely what I wanted to do. And I think that kind of, you know, that made it clear to me. But yeah, it taught me a hell of a lot of discipline, for sure.
Tell me a little bit about Brit School, because obviously some very famous names have come out of it. We've got Adele, the late great Amy Winehouse, Jessie J. You,
hopefully
so
soon.
How do people get into Brit School? Or tell me a little bit about.
Well, actually, it's the first. I think it's the first performing arts school that's actually free. So yeah, it's free. You don't actually have to pay to go there. But I mean, it's intense because you do have to audition, of course. You know, you have to.
Oh, I see. So you have to audition and then get accepted
in order to actually get accepted. Yeah, exactly. It's scary. Really? I mean, it's kind of daunting to be at that age, you know, to be that age and to be able to be like, okay, actually, I want to audition for this school, you know. I mean, it's nerve-wracking.
No, absolutely.
But it's exciting as well. I mean, it taught me a lot as a person, not just musically, but it taught me a lot as a person.
Yeah. Any famous people that maybe now we see them on TV at the time that you went, or maybe you're too young?
I mean, no, quite a few of my friends actually that are pursuing music are doing really well that went to Brit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have quite a few friends that are doing all right.
Name dropping?
I don't know if that's allowed.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I do have, I mean, I don't think they're like massive yet, for sure. But I mean, they're coming. I mean, they're up and coming, yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm one of them. So.
100%, 100%. And honestly, when you hear this girl sing at the end, you'll see why she's definitely going to blow up. So,
you're too kind.
Tell me about your music inspiration. Who did you look up to when you got into music, or even now?
I can be here forever.
Who inspires you? Let's narrow it down to like, give me one English and one Albanian, maybe. Do you listen to Albanian music?
Oh, that's really bad. See, I mean, I do. A lot of the Albanian music, you know, pop kind of music.
Yeah, it's
now.
like a different vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but if I was to go back into my influences, I would definitely say Nina Simone, Amy Winehouse,
it's like a soul,
Lauryn Hill. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my background is very pop soul anyway. So, but yeah, well, who else? I've got so many. Sabrina Claudio.
Okay, wow.
Oh God, I could name so many. That's to name a few.
I love your list. It's very unique. I actually was expecting something different.
Say that again, sorry?
I was actually expecting you to say something different. So it's quite refreshing for you to say those
names. People, it's confusing for some people. They're like, you're 21. How do you listen to people like Nina Simone? But, you know, actually it's a lot to do with, you know, my dad as well. He listened to a lot of that kind of stuff. And my auntie, shout out my auntie, Santana, banging out in the kitchen. So that was fun.
Oh, nice. And if you could collaborate with anyone, obviously you're still new to the music industry, but
oh my God, I would collaborate with quite a few people.
I only need one name.
One
name that you think, right, they've always been my inspiration, they're the person.
Oh God, I'll
put you on the spot.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. Drake.
Oh my God.
I mean, of course.
Who doesn't love Drake?
Who wouldn't? Yeah, exactly.
He's not bad on the eye either. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I see what you're thinking there.
You got me.
Okay. I see that on your Instagram that you've been traveling quite a bit.
Yeah,
I'm assuming obviously for music.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
A lot in America, New York, LA.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your travels.
Well, the first place I went to for music in America was New York. I was there for a month.
Oh, wow.
That was intense. Yeah. Amazing, but intense. Sessions every day, back to back. Yes, but it was fun. Came up with quite a few records. So
you actually recorded
quite a few songs. Yeah,
oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so that was fun. I mean, that was every day. I was there for a month every day in the studio.
Is it crazy hours or how
it was actually crazy. I was just going to say. So during the day, I actually had the day free, and I'd be in the studio at like 9 p.m. till like 8 a.m. in the morning.
That's crazy.
So I mean, it kind of messed up my head a little bit in terms of sleeping pattern, but it was fun. I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. It was great. I met some amazing people there as well. Some great writers, great producers. Yeah, it was fun.
That was going to be my next question. Did you get to work with anyone super famous or someone that potentially that you wanted to and you was really happy about that?
Yeah, well, I went to LA as well. I was in LA for a month. And I was mainly obviously working on my project. I was working on just my project. So it was with songwriters and producers again. And a lot of the writers had worked with, you know, the likes of Demi Lovato, Ariana Grande. So yeah, I mean,
big names,
yeah, quite a few people. Dua Lipa, you know. So it's nice to know because she's from Kosovo as well.
No, of course, absolutely. Well, you'll be our next.
Hopefully, I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, it pays off.
No, I'm sure it will. Do you know what I've noticed as well? A lot of kind of artists in the UK tend to go abroad, overseas, especially America, to really start off their career. Why do you think that is?
Because it's probably one of the greatest places to do music. Yeah, for sure. And I think also just the people there are very, you know, they're very welcoming. They're very. They're a bit crazy. I think it's just people that do creative arts in general, like, you know, that do that kind of stuff, the music and whatnot. They're just crazy, but good crazy.
Good crazy, definitely.
Exactly. So.
And you're in LA, so hey, what's not to love?
Yeah, LA is amazing. Honestly, I would definitely. Have you been?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say you should definitely go. You should go. No, it is great though, especially for music. It is because it taught me a lot as well musically, and again, you know, personally as a person.
Yeah, because you're so young as well.
Yeah, it is. Being there for a month. You know, two different places.
Away from everyone.
Yeah, exactly, away from everyone. You know, it teaches you a lot. It does. I have a lot of time to self-reflect, you know, to sit down and be like, actually, wow, this could potentially be my life, you know.
Okay, so. What's the most important thing you'd say you've learned about yourself throughout this whole journey so far?
Stay grounded, for sure.
Yeah.
Stay grounded, and it sounds really cheesy, but like, remember where you came from, because I'm just like a normal girl from Kilburn. You know, to be fair, I didn't think a couple of years ago I'd be in LA for a month, you know, doing music. So that's a big achievement for me. That's definitely a big achievement for me. For sure.
Definitely. So you've recorded some songs. When can we expect Nessa to officially release?
Cheeky. Soon, hopefully soon. Again, I've been working behind the scenes for a couple of years now. I think I want to say this year, I want to say this year, hopefully. I mean, it's not impossible at all. I've been working a while, so yeah. But don't hold that against me.
Okay, no, I definitely won't.
Don't hold that to me.
And do you know what would be your first song? Have you selected that, or you?
Oh God, that's so hard. You know, when it's your own music and it's your own project.
And it's your first song.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how people get to see you around the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's so precious to me because it's like, you know, I put literally so much time, energy, patience, everything into my career and into my project. I don't want to say this is my favourite song. I've got quite a few.
Okay, so the selection will be hard to pick that one.
Exactly. So I think that's why it's still been hard for me to release because, again, you know, I love pop, I love soul, I love all types of genres. So, you know, I'm trying to add all those elements into my music.
Into it,
yeah, exactly. So.
Okay, so in terms of like your sound, you mentioned, you know, soul artists quite a bit. So would you say your sound is a bit of pop?
Soul pop,
soul?
Yeah, pop soul for sure. Yeah, whatever, same. yeah.
Okay.
I'm into that. I love soul, like, you know, Aretha Franklin, all those type of people.
Oh my God,
the Jackson
you're so
5.
Young. This is what I'm like so surprised. You're so young and you're so like old school. Like that's.
But I mean, it's.
No, that's a very
music
good
is just, it's different, you know, from that era, it's different.
Absolutely.
Different for sure.
No, definitely. Okay, so I know you're being represented by 2020 Records.
My amazing management, 2020
Tell me a
Records.
little bit about them. How did you come together?
How did we come together? Actually, through a family friend.
Okay.
But my manager now, today, actually messaged me on Instagram, on DM.
Really?
It was like, hey, you know, I've heard your stuff. I think I was like posting quite a few covers on Instagram at the time. And he'd messaged me and was like, I want to, you know, meet up with you. Let's have a meeting. Met at this hotel somewhere in London. Really random. It was really cool though, because it was, I think it was like sometime in the evening, not that that's important, but we were sitting down and talking. And, you know, he'd asked me like, what music are you into? And they kind of made me sing for them in the lobby of the hotel.
Way.
Yeah, of the hotel. It was at a hotel in the lobby. And I think I sang Jackson 5, Who's Loving You? Yeah. And what else was it? I don't remember what other song it was, but it was really random. I was literally sitting there like, okay, time to sing for you then. So I sang for them. They took their cameras out and started recording it. And I mean, I think they liked me. I'm here today,
I think they did.
Yeah, it was great. It was
so
great.
literally through DMs, got to meet them, sang.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Yeah, so after that, I mean, I didn't hear from them for I wouldn't say for a while, but I didn't hear from them, and thought, okay. I mean, I tried, and then randomly, manager was like, well, we want to send you to Sweden, because obviously that's where their in-house producers are. And whatnot. Yeah, they were like, we want to send you to Sweden, you know, for a couple of days, have you record in the studio, just see what your vibe is and whatnot. And honestly, this is so cheesy, but the rest is history from there. Like, I can't remember, like, so much has happened since, you know, so it's crazy. It's been a crazy ride with them guys.
Sounds like a very cute story. Like,
it is.
I feel like Insta is literally for everything.
I'm telling you,
to be a model, a singer.
It's the devil. It is also the devil, but it is great in its own ways as well.
I'm totally with you. It's like good for exposure, but then obviously it's got that flip side of, you know, creating some insecurities and, you know, putting out fake stuff where people get, you know, obsessed with it, which is not good. But definitely,
but social media nowadays, though, isn't it?
I know, right? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can't live without Insta.
Yeah, same. That's actually my main platform.
No, definitely. So in terms of giving any advice to anyone who's probably going through the same thing or has realised they can sing, they want to pursue a music career, what would you give them?
It's so funny because you asked me what do you like to tell yourself and how do you feel. I will give somebody the same kind of, you know, advice that I give myself. Stay grounded. And again, remember where you came from. And if you don't like something, speak up. If you don't like something, say it, you know.
I'm totally with you.
I feel like people will respect you more and understand you more, you know, if you just say, actually, nah, let's do things. You know what I mean? It's like, and a compromise as well. Compromise,
definitely.
for sure.
I feel like in this industry, if you don't say what you want to do, I mean, I say this industry like I'm in it, but in terms of just the media.
It's not just industry, it's in life,
in life,
I think, in general, you know.
Totally.
But yeah, stay grounded and kind of
don't compromise.
Just know that you're great.
I love that.
But it's true. Know that you're great. You know, like, don't seek validation from other people. I think.
No, definitely.
I mean, it's good to seek some type of validation, but don't seek too much validation from people.
That is definitely important, because there was a time where I was young and I was like, oh, I want to be a singer. In my head, I was like, yeah, I sound amazing.
I'm dead.
And then I was like, Mom, hear me. Like, you know, what do you think? She was like,
But you know, that's good that she's actually done that, because there are, sorry, do you see, like, if you go on, you know, you watch X Factor and Britain's Got Talent. I'm not being funny. You see people that just, honestly, that you, obviously they can't sing.
Like,
that sounds so bad to say, but why are you there? But it's like, where are their parents and where are their family members to tell them, no, don't. don't, you know?
Yeah.
So your mum loves you.
I'm talented in other things. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly, it's fine.
I'll leave the
You
singing
can't have
to
it
you,
all,
Nessa.
you can't have it all, can you?
No, definitely. Okay, so in terms of people finding out more about you, hearing you sing, where can people get your Insta? Are you on YouTube?
Yep, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Nessa LDN. And you can follow me on YouTube, Nessa LDN, and on Facebook, Nessa.
Perfect. So make sure, guys, you go and follow her, check out her stuff. Nessa is super talented. I keep saying it, but she is. And she's going to perform her, is it a new song?
Yeah,
or is this something?
I wrote it, a while back in Sweden.
Okay.
And
you
it's
wrote
called
it
Everything.
yourself?
I wrote it with another writer and a producer. He from 2020. The producer from 2020. His name is Martin. I don't know if he'll ever watch this, but shout out Martin. Probably won't.
You make him
I
watch
don't know,
this.
I'll probably send it to him. But yeah, it's called Everything. Yeah.
Tell me, what's the song about? I mean, everything.
It's actually about, I wouldn't say it's about love. I think it's one of those songs where you can kind of interpret however you want to interpret it.
Got you.
But it's more so kind of like, you know, you say you're this type of person, but are you really? You know, I can see everything. It's like,
You
can't
lie.
Don't lie. Don't try lying, because I see through you. Exactly, I see through it. So it's that kind of anthemic song.
Okay, so I guess it's a little bit personal to you in terms of...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's personal. I mean, I think it can be personal to anyone who listens to it.
Can relate to it.
Yeah, you can relate to it in different ways rather than just love, you know?
Absolutely.
Like I said, I can see through you.
Got you. Okay, well, Nessa, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Having me. Thank you.
No, I appreciate it. I think as a community, we need to get behind Nessa. She's literally going to be the next Dua Lipa / Rita Ora / BB Rager, everyone. Yeah. So I think, honestly, you have the talent, you have the determination, you're very grounded, as you say. So I wish you every success.
Thank you. It means a lot.
No,
Thank you for having me again.
Of course, no, thank you for being here.
I've had a great time. Thank you.
Good. So Nessa's going to perform her song that's called Everything, that she's co-written. So yeah, make sure you check her out on her Insta, her YouTube, and let's support her because she is talented and she deserves it. Thank you for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
1, 2, 3. Couldn't see a type in your style sign. Purple eyes calling me honest. We don't need to be sorry, no, no. 2-2, love live and dies like a firefly. Purple eyes, everyone's got 'em. I'm just trying to be honest. Hey, we ain't messing with feelings. No, they don't make 'em like you. True, but you gotta stop calling me late. Hey, you ain't gonna be jealous. Cool, I'll be turning up too. True, I'll be good without you. I won't break. I can see everything. No, no, I can see everything. I can feel everything. No, no, I can feel everything. You know, I gave you a day and a long night. Purple eyes, everyone's got 'em. I'm just trying to be honest. No, no. 2-2, you say you don't miss me, it's alright. Purple eyes, everyone's got 'em. How about you being honest? Hey, we ain't messing with feelings. No, they don't make 'em like you. True, but you gotta stop calling me late. Hey, you ain't gonna be jealous. Cool, I'll be turning up too. True, I'll be good without you. I won't break. I can see everything. No, no, I can feel everything. Oh, oh, I can feel everything. No, I can see everything. Oh, oh. Hey, we ain't messing with feelings, but you gotta stop calling me. Hey, you ain't gonna be jealous. Yeah, I'll be good without you. I can see everything. No, no, I can see everything. Oh, oh, I can see everything. No, I can feel everything. Oh, oh. I can feel everything.